Bitcoin fell dramatically over the night. Solana even harder. We saw Ethereum drop as well. Many of the alts dropped to a blistering degree. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at some lines on this chart. We're going to look at some lines on the SPY as well. Let's talk about this. This is quite dramatic. Okay, so Bitcoin. You can see this descending channel I've got here for Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and turn off some of my indicators here real quick. There we go. All right. We've got this descending channel right here, right? Okay, right in there. And we came straight to the bottom of it. We broke this ascending trend line here, this yellow one. That's actually really bad. And the only reason I did not panic sell basically everything the moment it broke this line is because one, I didn't notice it right away, and two, it hit the bottom of this channel and is giving me a wick on bottom. Okay, it's giving me a wick on bottom. Now, if that wick gets deflated and comes out kind of like it did back here on February 3rd, where it just flattens out near the bottom of it and starts going flat again here, and we get a price hanging out at $88,000 without any kind of buyers stepping in, then I might just sell out anyways, because it has broken my line here. Now, if I go onto the weekly, you'll see that this line was very important. I do not like the breakage of that line. The fact that it broke it is a problem. So this line here, so we've got 3 lines on this chart that are to be respected. Okay, let me get rid of this. Hey, I don't need that. Okay, 3 lines that I really want to respect here. All right, let's go here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, okay. So this one here was October 2023, where that's the pivot point where things really started taking off, right? That's the first line of approach. Right now, this one right here was the second line of approach after this long wait here, basically. Okay. This along the bottoms here from September until November in 2024. Then there was the third approach, or at least we assume this was the third approach. Perhaps it was not. But where things got basically parabolic right there, right? Where things went parabolic. We broke that quite a while ago, quite a few weeks ago. And the second line was right here. The second angle was right there. We are now beneath the second angle. If we close a weekly candle underneath the second angle, well, guess what's next? The third angle. Guess where the third angle is? It's all the way down at $69,000. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like holding while everything comes all the way down from 88,000 to 69,000. Let's go ahead and just, boom, draw that down there. Yeah, that would be an additional 20% on Bitcoin, which means we're looking at about an additional 50 or more percent on basically everything else that is a Bitcoin proxy, if that were to happen. Now, I'm not saying that's happening, and I'm not panicking yet, because we are getting a wick here. There is a potential that this could be the bottom, and we could swing up from here and do a very nice move out of this thing, especially if we break out of this descending channel, okay? If that's to happen, I'm going to be very, very happy. But as you can see here on the right, CleanSpark in extended hours, which means the pre-market hours, were down 5%, Mars down 5%, BitDigital down 4.6%, Bitfarms down 4%, Riot down 3.5%, Iron down 3.54%, Corsi down 3.35%, Wolf down 3.54%, Hut down 5.24%, Cypher down 1.71%, Hive down 3.36%. Soluna, for some reason, up 2.56%. Don't really understand why that's happening. I did not mean to click on that. Can down 5.81%, and BitDeer in the pre-market down 22.9%. Okay, this sucks. This is rough. It's not going to be a fun time. Oh, BitDeer has earnings today. That's interesting. In the pre-market, so that might have actually already come out. Their earnings might have been bad. They're underneath $10. Wow, that went further down than I could have imagined. It broke my megaphone to the bottom, all the way down to the bottom of support. Basically, everything is taking the elevator down, dropping off a cliff every time it falls, and coming down hard. Okay, so what are we looking for here? MicroStrategy down 4.97% in the pre-market. It is down to 268. It looks like this fractal is going to play out. It might even come all the way down to 176. If Bitcoin comes down to $69,000, you better believe that MicroStrategy will follow it down to 176. Now, we're not saying that's happening yet. We're not saying that's happening at this time, but there's a big gap of air here. Big gap of air here, and we are about to be in it unless we get a turnaround. If we get a turnaround, Great. Something swoops in, saves the day. Awesome. Amazing. We're going to be having a fantastic time. And this thing's going to reverse crazy hard. But where we sweep to the lows, we are getting selling pressure that is strong. Not a lot of bulls stepping in at this time. We are hanging out near the bottom of this range. That is not great. I really want to see it come back up. Get rid of that. I want to see it come back up. Take out this yellow line, this yellow dotted line. I want to see it get out of this channel. I want to see it make $100,000. A thing in the review mirror. I want to see it a thing in the past, and I want to see it soon. Otherwise, I will be absolutely exiting pretty much all of my positions in a hurry, taking whatever profit I have left, and waiting for a reset. Because if we don't get that, I am not holding all the way down to $69,000, $70,000, somewhere around there. I'm not holding all the way down there. I will get back in down there. I will not hold till it gets down there. So that is my opinion right now. So I'm watching, waiting. I haven't reacted yet, but I am going to react pretty soon if things do not improve. Okay, so that's something to watch. Same with Solana. Honestly, same with Solana. Solana, I'm about ready to cut this thing. It's pissing me off. It came all the way down here. We're at the bottom of support. We lose 121. We lose 121. And we could see this thing drop all the way back down to like $60, $70. Okay. Solana is in trouble. Solana needs to get it together. Otherwise, that's going to be a position of the past for me. Because I don't like things that underperform. You underperform, you get cut. That's just how it works. This is not, I'm not holding on to my favorites just because they're my favorites. You don't perform, you're gone. That's how investing works. You have to be cold. You have to be calculating. You have to say, you're not performing. You're out of here. Right now, Solana's not performing. It came off of this high, insanely off of this high, coming to the lowest lows, to the bottom of support. We cut right past the 200-day moving average, did a bear flag, and went even further down. Okay, this thing needs to get a buy. This thing needs to get a buy. I mean, I'm still well over 200% in profit at these levels because my average is something like $40. But I'm not going to watch it come all the way back down to $40. That would be insane. Not going to do that. So if we lose the support area here, like this huge support, like, okay, so yeah, some people might be looking over here on the left and going, oh, well, there's support over here, and that support goes all the way down to $86. Look at how many days built into this support coming all the way down to like 120. Okay, how many days are in there and how few days are in here? You think we're going to get through all of this support and not slice right through that like it's not even there? No thanks. Not going to hold it to find out. So Solana, get it together, turn around. Otherwise, you're gone. And that's how it is. Let's take a look at some other plays. So Palantir is actually getting to an interesting place right now. Let's go to Palantir real quick. Palantir is down another 10% yesterday. We are currently, there's so many drawings on this. We are currently off the highs. We are currently in the we went yesterday down 28%. In pre-market right now, we're down 26%. We could go a little bit lower. I don't know if we will, but we could go a bit lower on Palantir. We could come down as low as about $80 before it gets concerning. We're hitting the 50-day moving average right now. You might want to have a date with the 100. We'll see. It might bounce right off the 50. That would be pretty cool. I do think that Palantir will definitely see more benefit from these Doge cuts than they will see drawbacks from it because they are an efficiency tool. And might be what is necessary in order to find efficiencies or deficiencies in the government, and that might be what is used there. I have so many lines on this thing, it's insane. Okay, yeah, we're getting close there. That 50-day moving average is on the 618. This is the golden pocket here between $87 and $76. So we're watching that. Is that my line at, I think it's at 95. Let's go ahead and draw it right at the golden pocket, which is right there. I'm going to change that color to be, there we go, to match that more. And we're going to go ahead and draw one right there. Anywhere in here, pretty much a buy as far as I'm concerned. Let me go ahead and just get rid of all that nonsense. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I don't really necessarily see 60 coming back anytime soon, so I'm going to get rid of those. This one's been defeated. All right, so yeah, we break this white line, this dotted line. Great. We might be going back up to 100, where we'll struggle probably again, come back down to like 90 or so, and then maybe break it later. But yeah, anywhere between 87 and 76, I am looking to sell cash secured puts on Palantir and double my position. I sold half at the top. I'm still holding half while letting covered calls give me some income as it comes down, trying to pad this downfall, and then I'll be looking to double down somewhere in between 87 and 76 on Palantir, and that'll be pretty awesome. The other one that I've been watching closely that is coming down into interesting areas right now is HIMS. HIMS is down another 23% pre-market. Wowzers, that's insane. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Yeah, it might come back all the way down here to like $34 or so, which is like a 50% haircut from where it was up here at $72, $73. So yeah, we might get a 50% haircut on this bad boy. Let me go ahead and delete some of these. These don't matter anymore. These have been absolutely sliced. We're going to come back down to this yellow dotted line right here. We're going to come back down to that. And in fact, we're touching it right now. Look at that. We're actually touching it right now. We could come a little further, though. We could come just a itty bitty bit further. And then I'd be looking at HIMS potentially for a reversal here. If you know what HIMS does, they have competition from other weight loss drugs, and those are no longer in shortage. And FDA had changed some of its rules that pertain to HIMS, so it fell off of a cliff. But it's getting interesting right now. It is getting interesting again. Also, oh yeah, over here, we have our Congress plays like TEM, APP, PAN-W, VST. Those have been dropping like rocks. Congress has been abandoning the stock market. If you follow their stock picks have been dropping harder than anything else. So Congress might be bracing for something. By the way, keep that in mind. The other one that I'm watching right now and looking for a break of my line is VRT. It's down again in pre-market right now. I want to see it break this line right here, this orange line. We break that. I'm looking for it to come up, and I want to see it go at least to 119. It might come back to 156. We shall see. It may, it may not. This one, do I need this? Yeah, I'll let it sit there. But last time it broke one of my lines like this, we went up well over 100% move. I'm not necessarily saying we're going to get that again. We may not get that repeat again, but it could come down, flounder around a little bit, and then find its way back up over $100, which in this case would be from current levels would be $120 ish. It would be a 32% move, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. ACMR is finally getting back into some territory there. Let's see, Soxol's not doing great. Sox has just been stuck in this range for a while here. It's been ranging between $32 and $26 for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks now. We really want to see this red cloud turn green, and then I'd be going harder on Soxol. I'm not bearish or anything on Soxol. I do think it will go up since it is essential to the AI trend, but it has been having a tough time. AMD also, just disappointment over and over and over again right now. Ever since I got in somewhere around like 120, it's just been like blah, 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 blah. It's just getting batted down, just beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down over and over and over and over again. Kind of frustrating. So on AMD, honestly, I'll call it quits on AMD for now and wait and go back to waiting if this BX trender closes dark red this week. So like if it's on Friday afternoon and that looks like it's definitely going to close dark red, yeah, I'll probably close out my AMD, take my lumps, and wait to see for it to reset and to break this orange line here. And then I'll consider getting back into AMD from there. But right now it's looking like AMD is getting close to a cut for me. It's not performing. You don't perform your cut. Anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Try not to panic. We are at a pivotal zone. Now, of course, nothing I say is financial advice or a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. We are at a pivotal zone on the chart right now. We are waiting for confirmation here for sellers either to come with renewed vigor or with bulls to come in and nullify this down move that we've had over the last few days. And once we see clearly which direction this thing is going, we're either going back up over $100,000 real quick, or we're coming all the way down to $70-ish thousand, and that will be a pretty rough ride. So keep your eyes open, pay attention, keep some key areas marked on your chart. Know where your stops are, know what you're not willing to hold and what you are willing to hold, and good luck out there. So with that said, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video, check out the Trade Cave store, link in the description as well as the channel bio, and have a profitable day.